Okay. At this time, we'll call the meeting to order. We ask everyone join in a pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, can we have a roll call of the board?
Of course. Trustee Edry, not present. Trustee Tuthill, not present. Treasurer Wiggle-Bazzy.
Present.
Trustee Renko.
Here.
Trustee Brake.
Here.
Clerk Sedlak is present. Supervisor St. Charles.
Here. We do have a quorum tonight. We can conduct business. Next item is the approval of the agenda. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda tonight? Hearing none, a motion would be in order to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, we have support. Discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Okay, we'll open the first call to the public period for agenda-related items. No response. At this time, we will close the first public comment period. We'll move on to the consent agenda. We have the approval of the October 15th, 2025 regular board meeting minutes, and approval of the submitted bills list in the amount of $250,565.43.
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and support. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, motion carries. Okay, next is department head reports. We'll let Chief come forward.
Good evening. I wanted to update the board on the progress we've had with the county on the radio front, and we have had progress.
Oh, good.
The county commissioners, perhaps hearing from various officials and the public, have approved the tower project. The tower project is to make 5 800 megahertz towers that will cover the entire county, so that instead of everybody in the county with 800 megahertz radio trying to reach one tower in the middle of the county, they will be at the towers that they're closest to. This should improve our coverage dramatically. The boinks that happen where the police literally can't use their radios inside their station, and sometimes we can't either, will go away. In fact, one of the towers is going to be Green Oak, and there's a meeting coming up with the clerk and the 911 director soon for that. So this is a really good progress. It's a $15 million project. They did not raise the 911 surcharge or anything like that. They found the money somewhere else. And what that leaves is the radios, which they have not, they're still in the position of not buying those. I'm working on a needs assessment as part of the budgeting process. An advantage that we have coming up is that for the next year, because we're buying all these towers from Motorola, they're giving us 40% off radios, which is a big chunk off. When you're talking about a $5,000 portable, $40,000 or 40% off is a lot of money. So we'll be coming to the board as part of our capital budget with some of those radios and a needs assessment in the future for what we can lobby for. But we should probably take advantage of the window to get some radios now, because we have a number of them that are, obsolete and beyond their service life. They are at the point where if they break, they won't fix them because there's no parts. And if they need reprogrammed, the state won't program them. So we'll be working on that, but we have made good progress with the county. They've heard, and they responded, which was nice. That was by far the biggest piece of the radio puzzle that we didn't know where funding was going to come from, and they found it. Also, the VHF system is improving. It's still not 100% by any means, but they have the technicians on site from Motorola. They're working up a service contract, and they're working on the parts necessary to fix the problem. So we're making good progress. Thank you for all your help. It was heard by the commissioners.
Sounds good, thank you. Okay, Trish, do you have a treasurer's report tonight?
Just that we got official notification from the county today that we're committing our December 2025 winter tax roll. We are in balance with assessing and sent everything to them, the file that they needed. So our next step is going to be, we're setting up a new look for the tax bills, and hopefully that'll be done by this week. So then we can send the bills to the tax printer next week to be out by December 1st. Other than that, we have utility billing due next week. And obviously with the holiday on the 11th, we'll probably have a lot of foot traffic on Monday and Wednesday on the due date. We have worked with LCWA, with Denise, working on our utility bill shut-off list for Brighton Township. We went from 35 to 18 to 7, and then Monday I made personal calls to all of those people that were getting ready to be shut off, and out of 7, we have 1 left. And today I actually went and knocked on a door, met the resident, gave him his bill, and I'm hoping when I go back in and check it, that I think that bill's gonna be paid and will be 0% shut-offs this time. So, two times in a row, we've done 0% shut-offs, so.
Yep, and I have to thank you for all the hard work that you, Denise, and your whole staff does, but you and Denise on this collection of the bills. Thank you.
You're welcome, yeah.
I just have one question. Are you going out there alone, or do you have someone with you?
I went by myself today, and I probably won't again,
Good.
because there was not an address on the house, but
Yeah, don't
the
do that.
person came out, and it was a pleasant exchange, and I was very happy with that, but I probably won't do that again.
Yeah,
Yes, so,
Okay.
just an observation.
but no, thank you.
Michael, do you have anything tonight?
Yeah, we had the school elections for South Lyon and Whitmore Lake, bond proposals, and both of them passed, not only in Green Oak, but also overall. It went very smooth. I will say that our workers continue to do a great job, and I want to give them all the kudos for that. Staff is excellent as always. I'm to the board at the next meeting. I'll be bringing resolution 4 to reduce the amount of precincts from 11 to 8. This will do a savings not only for the cost of the machines that we have to buy, but also for the maintenance costs, the programming costs, and the labor costs to man those. So it will, as I look at it so far, it'll save about $85,000 out of the budget for this upcoming year. And well, I was going to wait and do it for the first of the year, but I'm talking to the county today. The sooner they get it, the sooner they can get it put in, because we're probably going to have an election in May. So we'll have 3 elections next year, a school election, and then the August and November generals.
What kind of turnout did you have?
Surprisingly, we had, and I don't have the exact percentage numbers because obviously we're only dealing with South Lyon schools or Whitmore Lake schools, but we had just under 1,900 AVs returned, which is a pretty good turnout for that. Out of 2,000 sent out, we got like almost 1,900 returned. Early voting was not as impressive as it was for the presidential. Pretty low numbers there. Turnout at the polls actually was very steady. So again, not numbers that would knock you out, but appropriate for a off cycle where they're trying to hide the election. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Well, and I'm just gonna say, like, I think to myself, with the 2 that they were doing, it's not effective till 2026. So I was really wondering myself is why they would put the different townships, municipalities, and I saw the numbers from all the different municipalities of the votes, and why they would do that, because it's not, for us, it's not effective until July of next year. And then it's not effective until December of next year for Washtenaw, and July is going to be South Lyon. So I was a little surprised myself when I saw that, because I got panicked thinking I had to hold up my tax bills because this was going to go into effect for Washtenaw Intermediate School District, and it's not. It's 2026.
The part that's so upsetting to me is that if the schools were to hold the elections in conjunction with a regular primary or general election,
Yes.
they get it for free.
Yes, yeah,
By the time we get done with the school districts, the larger of the two will be paying us probably somewhere in the area of $25,000 to $30,000.
yeah,
And the smaller one will be paying us, and that comes right off of the top of this bond proposal that they're talking about. And that's just for us.
yes,
Now do it for the other municipalities that are involved. And I think it's a horrible waste of taxpayer money, and the citizens aren't gonna come out for these small elections. And I think that's one of the things that frankly, I think that they don't want it in front of the majority of the citizens.
yeah. I mean, they both passed, and I, but I
Good for
just,
them,
I looked at the numbers, this morning, and I was like, wow. It's not a lot of turnout, and that was just Northfield putting their numbers up as I was coming in to look at Green
Part of
Oak's
the
numbers.
plan.
And,
But when you look at the precincts here in Green Oak Township, what was interesting to Mike and I today when we were looking, you look at the yes votes and the no votes,
Super close.
pretty close, all the way down through all the precincts.
well, from what I looked at, Livingston was a hard no for both of them, from the numbers that I saw, like on our side.
Nope.
So again, those are preliminary numbers that they had put out.
The
so-
Green Oak side did pass it.
On both
Did they?
Whitmore
Okay.
Lake and South
Did
Line.
they, okay, okay.
But
All
but when you-
precincts.
But when you look at yeah, like I said, when you look at the precincts, that was, they were not a landslide, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Anything
So
else?
that's it. Nope, that's all.
Nothing else?
Kudos to your staff
Yep.
being here that
They
many
worked
days.
really
Yeah.
hard.
Yep,
From the supervisor's side of things, only thing I need to report or want to report tonight is, I think we all recall the big project we had up at the sewer treatment plant this year, and then the EQ tank repairs. My understanding with Anthony Dawson today that the EQ tank has been repaired and back online, so everything's working good up at the sewer treatment plant. And we pulled all them repairs off, and I did not receive one email, phone call, or anything on any sanitary sewer odors up there, so that's pretty good.
It's because the windows have blown so hard.
I'm not gonna.
You might get
That
calls
might
from
be, thank
Northville.
goodness, from Mother Nature, that's good. All right, that's it for department head reports. Correspondence, anything needed?
All's been distributed.
Okay, going to business items. First item is Resolution 21, 2025. Third resolution, setting the hearing on the special assessment roll for Oakwood Meadows Road Improvement Special Assessment District for 2025. This is setting the public hearing for November 19th. Any questions, comments on the resolution? Seeing the large turnout we had, I think we're in pretty good shape to move forward with this.
Then I'll make the motion to approve resolution number 21-2025, third resolution setting hearing on the special assessment roll for Oakwood Meadows Road Improvements Special Assessment District 2025.
Second.
Okay, we have motion, we have support, discussion on the motion. Hearing none, roll call, please.
Treasurer Bazey, Wiggle Bazey,
yes,
Trustee Ranko,
Yes.
Trustee Brake,
Yes.
Clerk Sedlak, yes. Supervisor St. Charles.
Yes, resolution is adopted. Okay, moving on to Resolution 2025 cash handling policy. Who is handling that?
that's me.
It's not on our,
Yes. it's
oh, it
in
is
there.
here,
Yep,
it's not,
Yep, it is.
it's not bookmarked. Okay, it's there, but it's not bookmarked. Okay,
So when, no, I'll wait till,
You looking for the agenda item sheet?
Mike, it's kind of weird because I had to look for it in my own packet.
Just want to use my laptop and scroll down.
Got it,
Okay.
got it. It's out of order. That's-
Yep. So in front of you is the resolution for the adoption of the cash handling policy. So recently, in all my trainings I've went through, looking at our policies and different things that probably need to be updated or implemented if we didn't have them. So working with Madison, my deputy, we created this policy. And basically all it's doing is just following the accounting controls, not only in the treasury side, but also in the accounting department with Mike's department. And between the Department of Treasury and the Michigan Municipal Treasurers, they recommend that we have this policy established. And it's really just protecting not only the township itself, but everything that we do for our residents. So included in here is just the different things that we have to go through: our purpose, accountability, depositing funds, and it's just basically the township board approving it. So we have this adopted, and we're kind of following within the guidelines of, you know, transparency when it comes to our policies. So
And I thank you for putting this together too, because I do know that over the 25-plus years that Michael and I both have been here, I know we've done something like this, but it was so far back in the past.
right.
You know, it's good to update these from time to time, so thank you for putting this together.
No problem. Thanks, Madison. She was the spearhead. While I was at a conference, I sent it to her and she put it together. So,
I can tell you, and this is aside from this, but yeah, when it comes to Madison, I'll say it, I don't call IT, I call Madison.
yes.
Great.
She helped me out on one today too. Any questions, comments on the resolution?
Need a motion?
Yep, need a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve resolution number 2025, adoption of the cash handling policy.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have motion, support, discussion on the motion. Hearing none, roll call please.
Trustee Ranko?
Yes.
Trustee Brake?
Yes.
Clerk Sedlak, yes. Supervisor St. Charles?
Yes,
And Treasurer Waco Bazey.
Yes.
the resolution is adopted.
Thank you.
Okay, next item is the MERS lump sum contract, contribution. Michael?
So, as you see in the letter that I put out to the board, we have been a member of MMRMA for, I believe, 30-plus years. And as a longstanding member and also as an individual member, we get a distribution of net assets because MMRMA is member-owned. So they have a certain amount of money they have to keep on, and if they've made more money than that through investments and stuff, they return that to the individual members, and it's a formula based on how long you've been on whether you're individual or pool member. So the type of member we have, the type of member we are as an individual, we're required to have $75,000 on deposit with them as our deductible for any of the major policies. We have been reinvesting that money over a number of years, and that fund stands at over, and it's probably more now, but when I put this on the agenda, at over $755,000, which is 10 times our required minimum. And talking, and I'm on the board there as well, they like to see you be able to sustain a number of incidents in 1 year, and the number they like to see is around 5, in case we had 5 disasters type of thing. So I discussed this with Trish and Mark about the possibility of taking some of this money that's not in the general fund and applying it over to the retirement program that we have to bring our funding level up. We're high right now. We're currently at 78%. And this would take us to 84% funded. And our police, post-12 police, are above 100% funded. Our sergeants, firefighters, which we put into place in '23, is over 100% funded. And my goal has always been to get us to 100% funded. So I talked to MERS about this, and they said that, you know, obviously would bring it up, but it would also stabilize our contributions to them as well. So I'm asking the board to direct the clerk and the supervisor to make a net asset withdrawal of $375,000 and apply that to the MERS township plan
Division 05.
Division 05, thank you, Mark.
Yep.
This won't impact the general fund as the money is not in the general fund. So it's not going to affect our fund balance whatsoever. But I think it's a wise move to do, especially if the way the MERS invests their money and the way that MMR invests their money is that they don't take advantage of the super highs of the stock market. That it's just a steady, nor do they get hit as hard when the market crashes. So I think this is a good time to do it. I think it'll be beneficial for our employees, and I think it, from a monetary standpoint, it's going to be transparent.
Well, I think too, the closer we get to the 100% of funding, the more stable our program is, even in the bad times in the eyes of the state too.
Well-
A lot of communities are not funded as well as we are right now, and to get as close to 100 is a pretty good goal.
It's not only that, when we go through our audit and our actuarial reports and that type of thing for credit for the township, when we go for bonds and things, they look at things like this.
Oh, yeah.
Interest rate.
What is our unfunded balance? Where do we stand? How much money? Because we technically owe that money. So by reducing that, continuously reducing that, and being closer to 100% funded, that affects our credit rating and our bond rating. So
That has been a standard question with Moody's every year when I do the review with Moody's, so yes. Well, getting this sweetened up is even, adds to our credibility.
cuts costs in other areas.
Well, your yearly budgetary cost for that is gonna go down because you paid up on it, so. But
We
you're
are
probably
locked in.
still gonna wanna knock it as much as you can up to 100%.
We are, by the agreement, the township funds 10% of the base salary, no matter what. And that's because we did the same thing on the pre-defined benefit plan. So it was a no-cost increase to the township, the same 10% of base salary. When we wrote the program, we eliminated the vacation, we eliminated all these payouts that these other organizations allow in and essentially allows the employee to make more money on retirement than they are. So we don't include bank vacation hours, we don't include bank sick time hours, any of that. Straight, no overtime either, just straight base salary. So it's a fixed cost for us. Goes up a little bit every year as the wages go up, but the employee makes up the rest of the difference.
I've gotta commend you folks on getting this, our other plans too up, that's because I know that's a liability. A lot of other townships and cities are holding over their head and don't know what to do with it.
Well, and I think the biggest thing, and I think Mike and I have had the conversation, is not only is forecasting out more for the future, not just right now, but for our employees going forward, but looking at the rate of return may not be as some of the ones that are at a 4%, is we're looking at the safety liquidity that we can pull this money out within, I think, a week, we talked about, and then the yield. So this money here that has been being put in, instead of being cash receipted, put it into the general fund or where it would normally go, it's building up enough now that now we're taking that percentage rate that Mike's been working on and the township's been working on for so long, up to now that, is it 84,
It'll go up to
78%? 84%,
It'll go to
sorry.
84, just over
Yes.
84%.
So I just see that from the investment side of myself, that I think that is a really great way, is money that I guess you'd say we're not counting on for anything other than the future of our retirement stuff, so.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
the
Well,
700
for
is,
the future of the employees, I mean,
Yeah.
just
Yep,
get a solid retirement system.
I'm in support 100%, and I'm just learning about the in-depth of the MERS.
I look at this too, another way too, is this brings stability to this one
Yep.
that carries on in the future. It's not just today, tomorrow, but it's next year, 5 years, 10 years, future boards and future board members. This adds stability to the township.
You know what's gonna happen down the road. The state's gonna say, I wonder how all our cities and townships are doing with their retirement systems, and all of a sudden it's gonna be a big hubbub.
They already
We're
do
gonna
that.
sit back and say,
So what happened, and this was a point of high irritation for me, was, I believe during COVID or when we got all that ARPA money, the state came through and funded all of these retirement plans for all of these townships and cities and everything else that were underfunded, under 60% funded. And I thought, my mistake, I thought they brought them up to 100%, but they didn't. What they did is they had some of these ones that were in the 30s and 40% funded, and they brought them up to the state minimum to get them off of the state list to 60%. And in some locations, that was tens of millions of dollars to bring them up because of poor planning, poor contracts, poor leadership, poor strategic planning, and it just irritated the living daylights out of me, because here we are doing the right thing, and do we get a reward for that? Of course not. Only the people who are not doing their job get the reward.
I would like to make that motion to approve the withdrawal of the $375,000 from MMRMA retention fund and deposit $375,000 to the MERS Division 5 account.
Directing the supervisor and clerk to do so.
Directing the supervisor and clerk to sign that.
I'll second
Do so.
that.
Okay, we have motion and support, discussion. A roll call, please.
Trustee Brake?
Yes.
Clerk Sidelak, yes. Supervisor St. Charles?
Yes.
Treasurer Wigglebassey?
Yes.
And Trustee Ranko?
Yes.
Yeah. Motion passes. All right, we'll get that done.
That money will come to us via check next, or direct deposit next Wednesday, and we can turn right around and send it to MERS next Thursday.
Okay, the next item is the 2026 Township Board meeting dates.
For the first time in many, many years, we do not have a single meeting displaced by a holiday.
Or election. Right?
Well, ours are on Wednesday, so they never would be.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's never anything that's putting anything into,
They're always the day after election.
which is tough for you, but.
No big deal. No, not really.
We're not bringing that up at this point.
Not after June
We're not
30th.
ruining the day.
I don't see any conflicts here myself. So. What's the wishes of the board?
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting dates for 2026.
Support.
Second.
Okay, motion and support and discussion on the motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, with that, discussion items, anything needed tonight?
I just want to say that I've put in front of everybody about the amazing Christmas party, which is all funded by the employees. It's going to be a good time, so board members, you see the flyer. We hope to see you there, and it's going to be a good time, and I think it's time to celebrate another very merry Green Oak Christmas with everybody, board included, and staff, and all the hard work that's been put in for 2025.
So I get to wear my ugly sweater again this year.
Yes.
Well, we could, actually, Amazon's got a selection of them now that you can
Yes.
order.
I have ugly ties.
Yeah. So that's all I have for discussion, is just letting you guys know that we welcome.
It's a good time. Randy,
Anybody else have any discussion items? Okay, hearing none, committee reports, any committee reports? Okay, seeing none, there is no executive session needed tonight, so we'll open the last call to the public. No response. At this time, we'll close the call to the public and we stand adjourned.